Welcome to today's Explainer. We're going to break down exactly how you can finally conquer the YouTube algorithm and build a wildly successful channel in 2026. And the best part? We're doing it without all that usual overwhelm. We've got some incredibly valuable ground to cover today, so let's just dive right in.
So, here is our roadmap. First, why YouTube is still huge in 2026. Second, the absolute truth about the algorithm. Third, the 3P rule for finding your niche. Fourth, the practice strategy and viral formula. And finally, channel setup and analytics.
Section 1. Why YouTube in 2026?
Okay, so I know a lot of aspiring creators are dealing with some serious FOMO right now, right? You might be thinking the platform is way too saturated. But listen, 2026 is literally the perfect time to launch. Just look at this number. Out of the 2.5 billion active users globally, an astonishing 500 million are right here in India. To put that in perspective, that's a massive, highly engaged audience just waiting for the right content. The pie is getting bigger, not smaller.
And you know, building a successful channel, it's about way more than just chasing views. It's a long-term investment. Think about it. You're building passive income, where an evergreen piece of content could literally still be paying you years from now. Plus, you're picking up high-income technical skills, things like video editing and thumbnail design. And honestly, one of the biggest wins is that organizing your thoughts for a camera just skyrockets your real-world communication skills and confidence.
All right, Section 2. The real truth about the algorithm.
It is time to demystify this beast once and for all. Forget the internet myths you've heard. The algorithm's only job is to simply match the right content to the right viewer. And the ultimate gatekeeper for that? Click-through rate, or CTR. It's not just some random percentage, it's absolutely crucial. It's your very first step. Because if your packaging isn't highly clickable, the algorithm just doesn't get that initial positive signal to push things further. Honestly, your title and thumbnail are everything here.
Now, once someone actually clicks, we hit watch time. This isn't just a basic metric. It's literal proof to the platform that what you're making actually retains people and keeps them around. Plus, as a highly practical bonus, racking up this cumulative time is your direct, proven path to hitting that 4,000-hour monetization requirement.
And driving that cumulative time is average view duration, or AVD. This is the ultimate indicator of your engagement level. Think about it. A high CTR with a low AVD means people clicked, yeah, but they got bored and left immediately. No way around it, you absolutely need both working in tandem to win the algorithm's favor.
Moving on to Section 3, the 3P rule and finding the right niche.
This brings us to the single most crucial decision you're going to make. What will you actually talk about? Imagine turning on your TV, and the same network shows a kid's cartoon at 8 p.m., a super serious true crime documentary at 9, and then a random music video at 10. You'd be totally confused, right? You definitely wouldn't subscribe. Well, a channel without a specific, predictable niche is exactly like that.
So how do you find that perfect focus? You use the 3P rule. Step 1 is passion. You have to genuinely care about the topic or you're going to burn out fast. Step 2 is proficiency. Now, you don't have to be the world's leading expert, but you do need a baseline of knowledge or at least a deep enough interest to share valuable insights. And step 3 is profit. There has to be actual audience demand and growth potential. The absolute sweet spot for you is right where these three things intersect.
There's a great saying, winners don't do different things, they do things differently. Once you find your niche, please don't feel like you need to invent a completely original format from scratch. Instead, study your successful competitors. See what proven formats are already working, and then simply add your own unique personality, a fresh angle, or a distinct visual style to it.
Section 4, practice and the viral formula.
Okay, we need to tackle that paralysis of perfectionism that completely stops so many talented people in their tracks. The fix? Start by setting up a practice channel. This is a total zero-pressure zone. You don't care about views, you don't care about subscribers. You are purely building up your reps, practicing scripting, recording, and editing for a solid month. Compare that to your main channel, which is totally algorithm-focused and built entirely on the rock-solid foundation you just developed in secret.
So when you're finally ready to launch that main channel, you need ideas. Enter the outlier method. Listen, don't just copy massive creators who get millions of views on face value alone. Instead, look for really small channels that normally get, say, 1,000 views, but suddenly have one specific upload sitting at 100,000. That outlier proves, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that the topic itself is a highly effective view magnet.
Once you've snagged those outlier ideas, it's time to apply the viral video formula.
This relies on 3 actionable components. Step 1, secure that proven viral idea using the outlier method we just talked about. Step 2, craft viral packaging. That means an irresistible title and thumbnail that builds intense curiosity. And step 3, execute a killer viral intro to keep them absolutely locked in once they click.
To nail that intro, here's a foolproof 3-step framework for your first 30 seconds. First, clearly state the viewer's goal. Second, induce a little bit of fear or frustration, like what is the major roadblock that's stopping them? Third, provide the clear solution. Tell them you have exactly what they need right here. And here's a pro tip. Tease an end reward that they'll only get if they stick around to the very end. It is a total game changer for massively increasing audience retention.
Finally, Section 5, Channel Setup and Analytics. To really understand the back-end metrics that dictate your success, you gotta look at the rapid chronological journey of an upload. Think about it. At 0 seconds, the viewer sees your thumbnail. By 2 seconds, they've made that split-second decision to click. Boom, that's your CTR. By 30 seconds, your intro framework has either totally hooked them or lost them forever. And by 5 minutes, if you've delivered incredible value, they finally hit that subscribe button. Literally every single second counts here.
To track all of this magic, you're going to use your YouTube Studio tabs. The dashboard gives you a quick snapshot of your latest uploads performance. The Content tab lets you manage everything, but the Analytics tab, that is your absolute best friend. This is where you study traffic sources and intensely analyze your audience retention graph to see exactly where people are dropping off so you can fix it for next time. And finally, the Comments tab is where you build real, lasting audience loyalty.
Well, that brings us to the end of our explainer today. And, I want to leave you with a direct challenge. What is your first topic going to be? It's time to stop overthinking, put the analysis paralysis completely aside, utilize this roadmap, and take massive action today. Find that sweet spot of passion, proficiency, and profit, set up your practice channel, and just hit record. Thanks so much for joining me, and I absolutely cannot wait to see what you create.